Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is your astrologer Sanjay Kapoor from Kolkata, India at your service. Of course, we got to believe everybody around us, because belief is what the world is stationed on. Belief. We all have to carry on in life by believing in someone or the other. Otherwise it doesn't work. But ladies and gentlemen, when we feel that after believing, after putting our trust into someone, when we realize that we have been cheated, we don't feel good about it. We don't feel good about it when we realize that we have been cheated. Let's start with money. When you lend money to somebody, it could be a friend, it could be a relative, it could be it could be a finance company. You've lent them money. You trusted them, so you lend them money with the hope that when you need your money back, they're going to give it back to you. You gave them money on interest. Okay, fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, when you realize that when you do need your money back, and they do not want to give you your money back, don't you feel cheated? Don't you feel as if somebody's cheated you? For whatever reason they could give. You're not bothered about that. You're only concerned with your hard-earned money which you've given. I've been cheated with my money. It's the saddest part of it all. When people get married, it's a belief, it's a trust that it starts off with. You believe somebody, you trust somebody, that's why you get married to that person, don't you? But when you realize that person is not that same person whom you figured, you saw, before you got married, you realize that things have changed. That person is not the same person whom you knew or knew of before you got married. You feel cheated in that then. Whether it's her or his family members or it's the husband or the wife, whoever. When you've trusted somebody and when you believed in somebody, you expect the same. You expect the same. And you expect that you continue with your belief and trust in that person. But when you're let down, in that, ladies and gentlemen, you do feel cheated. We all give credit in business, don't we? Because we want the business to grow and we want to increase the business because we're also making money in the business. But giving credit in the business, a lot of people do that. It's a business norm. It's a business norm. It's not the business norm. It's a business norm. A lot of people give credit. But when they realize that when the credit was given, then it was another story. But when you ask for your own money back, which the other person owes you, and he comes up with some other story, by which you realize that he's not in a position, you don't care what position he could be in. You're only concerned with your own hard-earned money, which he owes you or she owes you. And that's the time at the end of the day you feel cheated. That you trusted somebody by selling him your goods and you gave credit for it. And today, that person does not honor his commitment which he made at the time of the deal. I've met dime a dozen people in jobs. They tell me, Mr. Astrologer, in our company there are a lot of people who work, but believe me, it's me who puts in all the hard work, the honesty. I'm the brain behind it all. I mean, to run the company. But believe me, I'm not getting my fair due. I'm not getting it. It's the others who are getting it. It's the others who are getting the promotions. Don't I feel cheated in that job? Don't I feel that in spite of giving it all, the return is so poor? You believe and you trust people when you fall in love, sure. You give everything into the relationship. Your mind, your soul, your body, your money. You give it all. Your time. But when you realize at the end of the day that the person you did it all for has changed for the worse, and it's not behaving the way she or he would at the time when the relationship was on, I can tell you loudly, ladies and gentlemen, you do feel cheated, and really cheated. You feel somebody's just cheated you on your face. In front of your nose, they've cheated you. It happens while buying properties also. You buy a certain property, you believe in somebody, you trust somebody, and you buy a property from him or her. And you realize that after you bought it, there's some kind of a hidden litigation against the property. It's probably an illegal property which you were not aware of and told. You feel cheated. It's true that we need friends, relatives, brothers, sisters, all of them to stand by us, and vice versa, of course. And these so-called relationships are also, they've got a lot to do with belief and trust. You believe in them and hence you are with them. But when you realize that these very people have let you down, it could be in any way. They've let you down for no good reason. Then sure you feel, you have the right to feel cheated. You have the right to feel cheated, ladies and gentlemen. And you do feel cheated. And another thing. We've heard of being cheated by the professionals. I'm not pointing any finger at somebody. It could be doctors, engineers, lawyers, astrologers, why not? Today I had somebody coming to me with Aquarius ascendant, and somebody prescribed a ruby for him. Ever since he's worn the ruby, he's destroyed because it's the Lord of your seventh. And it is not a friendly stone to your ascendant. Fine, we professionals are there to make money in our profession, but at least not to misguide people. Not to misguide them for our own benefit. No. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, for this very reason I've made a special amulet so that we don't get cheated, because we don't want to get cheated, and we want to remain so that we don't get cheated. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and that amulet The price of that amulet can be found out through the phone or the WhatsApp number, which is on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Sure, we don't want to get cheated. Thank you so much.